Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Edgerton 30K Media. Thanks again for coming by and tuning in. In the previous video, you guys saw that I mentioned 5 things I disliked about the car, but I always want to bring it back to the positive, right? So I want to talk about the 5 things that I do like about the car. And this car being the second RSX that I've owned, and I've had this car for about 2.5 years, going into the 3rd year now. So I've had enough seat time and a lot of time to prepare and get feedback for you guys. So please post comments down below and ask me if you have any questions, like, comment, and subscribe. But with that being said, let's talk about the 5 positive things that I like and love about my 2004 RSX Type S. So the first point being is that the styling. I mean, I love the classic, late 90s, early 2000s JDM styling. And I think the RSX looks completely identical to the JDM model in Japan, the DC5 JDM first generation model. And I love how it looks. I love the spoiler. I love the lines, the curves. I think this model looks a lot better without the fog lights. But you guys, if you like it, by all means, go ahead and put it on yourselves. But I think the styling looks amazing. The white on bronze just brings the whole styling and makes it pop. So I think you can't go wrong with the RSX, especially if you get you lower it with the lip kit and the front and rear splitter, and then it looks just really, really amazing. And on top of it off, just added the rear brake kit. I mean the front big brake kit. I had it in spoon peaked blue, and it just pops on the white. So you cannot go wrong with RSX Type S's. And no matter where you go, I still get people sometimes asking me, what car is that, or is it a JDM version? But you can get a lot of parts for the car, and it has a lot of good aftermarket support. So you can get JDM parts and just direct bolt on to this car. So I love the car, I love the styling, and I never get tired of RSXs. And the second thing I love about the car is the K-Series engine, the K20A2. This one has a K20A2 compared to the 0506 second gen, which is K20Z1. I think the K-Series in general is one of Honda's best mass-produced engines of all time, and just a stock RSX driving it, I can feel the power, I can feel the delivery, and the transmission shifts really smooth. Just a couple of modifications you could do to the car. I added a hybrid racing version 3 short shifter. It's adjustable. Adding an intake makes the car sound amazing, especially when it hits VTEC, when you open up the throttle. But I love the engine, and I love how Honda just developed the K-Series platform, and there's so much aftermarket support for it. If you want to go into tuning, you can get Honda V Pro, you can get a Flash Pro. There's so much support for the car that you can find information a lot on the internet, on YouTube, anywhere on the forums. So just the engine is amazing, and the aftermarket support is amazing, so you can't go wrong there. Secondly, is just my third point I just mentioned. Going into the third point is the aftermarket support. So K-Series parts, you can go there and buy a lot of good parts for the car. Really good customer service. I got my LSD off of there, my rims, my interior panels, and my short shifter. So you can't go wrong there, and you have a lot of good reviews that you can kind of reference. A lot of people that have been on the forum that have bought parts there, you can kind of see what is good, what you can mix and match there. So having a car that a lot of people drive is not a bad thing sometimes. I know it is, sometimes you want to be unique, but at the same time, when you have more of something, the support and the knowledge, the expertise behind it is a lot better. So yeah, with that being said, the third point was aftermarket support. The car is amazing. And the fourth point is just leading into just the black interior looks amazing with this car, but just the simplicity of the interior of the car is simple. The bucket seats are well laid out. I ordered the red hazard lights from Japan. There's a JDM one, simple mod, but it makes the interior pop, especially if you have black. And I love how simple the gauges are. Everything just flows with the car, so you cannot go wrong with an RSX Type S. Literally, if you just do the right things, the right modifications to it, it's going to be a neck breaker for sure. The last point I want to talk about was just, it's more of like feeling to me, like being like nostalgia in the early 2000s and in the late 1990s. I grew up around that era where Japanese cars and Fast and Furious were just coming out. They're just peaking at the right time, and it's amazing to be in the Japanese car market at that time, because even like regular Civic SIs and like 240SXs and Integra Type Rs were like the meat and potatoes of that era. So with that being said, I just feel like being a part of that history and just bringing it out today in 2022, where everything is so modern, the future is going to be EV, and just driving something that's classic but not too ancient. I think the RSX plays into those hands, and it's amazing. I get a lot of people asking me at gas stations, coming up to me and just complimenting my car. So I just want to share this car and share my experiences and feedback with you guys, and hope you guys can take away something from this video. So with that being said, the 5 things that I love and like about the car are: number 1, the styling, JDM amazing style, I love it. Number 2, the K-Series engine and transmission shifts, amazing, great engine, one of Honda's best engines ever made. Third is aftermarket support is endless. You can find forums, parts, anything you wanted to find, it's all here ready for you at your fingertips. Fourth was interior, how simple it is, the simplicity behind the design. Just sometimes simple is better, and I think the RSX does bring that to life. And the fifth thing was just being nostalgic about the early 2000s JDM engineering. I think it's amazing. I would never love to, get any other car. I find myself back to this car, coming back to this JDM masterpiece. So I hope you guys can enjoy it if you guys have the same car I do. And like I said, I love the car, and I hope you guys love this video. And please like, comment, subscribe again, and let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye.